What's going on, people? It's your boy NGS back at it with another video, and today we've got a very special unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Xbox Series S. Now I already know what y'all are thinking. I'm just as surprised as you guys that the Xbox Series S is in his house, and now that I think about it, I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I said that in my Xbox Series X reveal video. So things are coming full circle, man, and I am definitely a person who is just as surprised to see all the good things Xbox is doing. I mean, they got me to buy 2 consoles in the span of 6 months, which is absolutely asinine. But I already know you guys have a couple of questions. You know, the first things first, Neo, why in the world would you go ahead and buy a Series S when you already have its big brother, the Xbox Series X? Why in the world would you buy 2 of the same consoles for the same household? Isn't that a waste of money, Neo? And to answer all those nail-biting questions, ladies and gentlemen, I bought an Xbox Series S because I wanted to. That's it. That's literally it. Send tweet. But in all seriousness, you guys, the reason why I picked up the Xbox Series S is, I don't know, man, the older I get pretty lazy. So there was a point in my life where if I wanted to game in a different part of the house, I would pick up my console and game in that particular room in the house. But now as I've gotten older and, you know, I've got my entertainment set up over here and everything is already wired to perfection, I just don't want to disconnect my consoles and then hook them back up and then take them back and then hook them back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am definitely becoming a lazy gamer. So what do I do to circumnavigate that laziness? Instead of actually getting off my lazy butt and plugging my consoles into a different TV, I go ahead and buy a whole new system. But I didn't want to buy a Series X, considering those things are damn near impossible to find. And it's much easier and cheaper to get a Series S. And plus, I'm just gonna be real, man, this shit looks fucking good. I remember when I saw the reveal video and something about this was just very appealing and enticing to the eye. And I'm definitely interested to see if this is actually the smallest Xbox ever produced. Now that we've gotten all that stuff out of the way, let's dive into the unboxing. So here we have the front view of the console itself in addition to the Series controller. And this thing still does look like a DJ Hero turntable. On the side of the console, we've got to look at the specs of the system. Gaming up to 120 FPS, Xbox Velocity architecture, 512 gigabytes of solid state storage, which, if I get my math correctly, that's probably going to translate to somewhere in the ballpark of like 360 gigs of storage. So yeah, not a lot of storage whatsoever. Variable refresh rate, HDR, disc-free gaming. So this is going to be my very first digital-only console. And here's the funny thing. You know, for the most part, I am a digital gamer. I mean, I still do have a big library of physical games, but within the past 10 years or so, I've definitely veered more towards buying games digitally because it's just really convenient for me over the disc. But I've never actually gone out there and bought a digital-only machine where that's your primary way of getting your video games. I mean, unless you count PC, because everything is digital on there, and outside of like very special like collector's editions of games, nobody buys disc games for a PC. And looking at the back of the box right here, of course, you've got Xbox's slogan for the launch, Power Your Dreams. Of course, you got the Game Pass ad. And then here you have an assortment of games. Now, what's really funny about this image is that it tells so many different stories in one picture. So first things first, I mean, we got to get the obvious elephant out of the room. A couple of the games that are shown here ended up being delayed. Of course, the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I haven't played a Lego game like that since I was a kid, but something about all the Skywalker games being in one collection, and this is a Lego game where they're actually trying. It's very, very appealing. Comment down below if you guys are actually interested in it too. And of course, Halo Infinite didn't end up making the series launch, but it's all good now because that game is looking fantastic. And everything else here, for the most part, is either just big multi-platform games or games that they have series enhancements like Gears 5, Ori, Forza Horizon 4. And then you just have games that never should have been released in the first place. Like, at all. But that's basically every single thing that's on the box, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to whip out the handy dandy Batman knife, and we're just going to go ahead and, if I can actually find the tape on this box. See, the problem with this box, unlike the series box, is that everything is white, so it kind of blends in with the clear tape. But when in doubt, man, just hit it from the sides. All right, now that we've gotten all the tape off, let's go ahead and get that. Ooh, that beautiful Xbox unboxing. So here's the funny thing. Now, For most people out there, when you unbox tech products, unless it's something very special like Apple, most of the time they're all eco-friendly, nothing too crazy, because they know people don't really care about that shit. But every now and then you do get companies that actually give a damn, and Xbox, if you guys have seen any of the unboxings for the Series X console, they go above and beyond. Like, even looking at the top, their packaging to make sure the console stays secure has an Xbox logo on it. That's fucking insane. But you're presented with the console first and foremost, held up here like it's a freaking like you know, like you're a king and somebody's handing you something. Like, that's how cool it is. And of course it's got the Power Your Dreams slogan. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the console out the box right quick. And god damn, this thing is tiny. Hopefully that's not what she said. But yeah, this is the Xbox Series S, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, this thing is, dude, no way. Dude, this thing is like not that much bigger than a Nintendo Switch. Wait, hold on a second. So I've got my Switch right here, and just look at the size comparison between the Series S and the Nintendo Switch. It's really not that much longer than the base Switch itself. And in terms of size, like, dude, this thing is ridiculously tiny. Bro, you have got to be kidding me. Dude, no friggin' way. They said this thing would be tiny, but I had no idea. Like, they fit a whole console in here? So looking at the front of the Series S, you've got a USB port, the sync button, of course the Xbox turn on, turn off switch. On the top of the machine, you've got an exhaust port that just looks so friggin', I don't know, it's like a nice little aesthetic, man. I'm not even going front. Here's a view at the right side of the machine. Headed over to the back, of course, you got your various ports right over here, in addition to the storage expansion slot, which I definitely do need to get one if I'm going to be gaming with the Series S, because it doesn't have that much storage. And of course, you've got the other side of the machine, you've got the bottom. Nothing too crazy, man. This thing is just like, compared to the size of my head, and I've got a pretty big head. Well, not really proportionate to my body, but yeah. Diving deeper into the box, of course, you've got your usual how to turn on the console, and what else is on the back of this thing? Oh, nothing else. It's just telling you how to insert AA batteries. So in the year 2021, if you do not know how to insert AA batteries into any type of device, Xbox has got you covered. Please tell me you guys know how to use AA batteries. Please. And then hidden in this little compartment right here, you've got, wow, everything else. Dude, they were seriously so meticulous with how they designed this. It's like there's no portion of this box that was not utilized in some capacity. Kudos. High-speed HDMI cable, always good to have these in the setup. I remember back in the days, like, bro, when I got my PlayStation 3 in 2009, I remember HDMI cables still used to cost a grip, bro. So, you know, if you had a really nice HDMI cable, you use that shit across every single device, man. It was crazy. Of course, basically at this point, universal power cables, great to have those in the setup. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen, what you've all been waiting for, the brand new Xbox Series controller. This will mark the third Xbox controller in my setup, but the second Series controller. So of course I've got the first one right over here. As you can see, I'm currently playing Mass Effect in the background, and then now I have another one right here. And I gotta say, I know I'm gonna catch some flack for this, but I think that the Xbox Series controller is the best controller that Xbox has ever put out. Like, I love the 360 controller. For the longest time, it was my preferred controller to play whenever I was on PC. But this thing right here is so friggin' good, man. And of course, you've got your AA batteries, just in case you still do like to use AA batteries, which I'm not gonna lie, I am a AA battery user. I'm soon gonna transition into the rechargeable Eneloop batteries. But last year, when I got my Xbox One X, I bought like this industrial size pack of AA batteries from Costco, and I'm still going through them right now when I'm not using my Elite V2 controller. But it's always nice to have another controller in the setup, and no, it feels about the same as the black one. Because, you know, every now and then with controllers, they have like different, like depending on the colors you get, maybe it's just me being weird, but like every now and then when you have controllers with different colors, sometimes they feel different. But yeah, no, it feels pretty much the same. So two Series controllers in the setup, soon to be more, considering they just brought back the design lab. So Xbox is just, they stay in my wallet. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the unboxing of the Xbox Series S console. And I gotta say, man, I'm thoroughly impressed with how tiny of a device this is. And for what it's able to pull off, the amount of performance and the power in just such a sleek form factor, like, dude, this is friggin' amazing. It's gotta earn some type of design rewards if the Series X doesn't already win awards for that. But yeah, I know the conversation around the Series S for the past couple months has been, why did Microsoft even make this machine? It's so underpowered and gimped by comparison to the Series X, yada, 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 yada. But honestly, I mean, it all comes down to personal preference and what you look for. If you want to get the high fidelity, fancy pantsy bells and whistles performance that you could get, you buy the Series X. But for a lot of people out there, I'm seeing them choose the Series S, whether it's a secondary console or they're buying it for their kids or they're just a casual gamer who wants to play a few games per year. This is a very, very good entry point into the ecosystem. And if they can drop the price of this thing to maybe like $199 at some point, like, dude, that is a friggin' beast. But in my particular situation, of course, I'm going to be doing all of my gaming on the Series X. But if I am in another room in the house, I'll just plop the Series S in there. And, you know, if I want to do a couple of rounds of insert game here, or if I want to continue playing a game, but I just don't want to be in my room, I can play it down there because, you know, the Xbox shit is seamless. You know, your save data just transfers just like that. You don't have to upload it and then go to the system and download it and then make sure it's synced and the compatibility issues. It just works, as Todd Howard says. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the unboxing of the Xbox Series S. Like, I just can't get over how tiny this machine is. Post your comments down below if you guys have a Series S, or if you're like me and you have a Series X and you just want the Series S for some reason. So for me, for now, my name is NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.